So to start off, you're going to put some skincare on your face to make sure that your skin is well prepped. So I'm just gonna use my daily skincare. Okay, for today makeup, because it's a wedding makeup, so I'm going to be doing my eyes first, because on my wedding day, it was the first time that I used this palette, so I do not know how much fallout and all that they're gonna have, so it's better to do my eyes first, I guess. The first thing I do for my eyes is actually my eyebrows. So what I'm using here is Makeup Forever Aqua Brown. My brow is actually quite bushy, hairy, so there's not much things that I really have to do. Also, I don't really want to drop a lot on the brown, so the makeup would look a little bit more natural. If you screw up your brown shape or whatever, you can always use concealer to clean up at the edges afterwards. Can you see? Like, my brown one side done and one side's not. For wedding makeup, I actually start to do makeup like a year ago whenever I get to go out, like go to shopping or something. I would just do my makeup like super full on clean makeup to make sure that I know my face structure and I don't screw up my wedding. Gonna clean the edges a little bit to make the brow sharper. I think eyebrow is so important because you cannot draw it too thick or draw it too thin. Thin eyebrow actually make you age more. So my goal is always to have thicker brown, but it's not too thick until you look like Bao Ting Tian, you know what I mean? Just have to know what shape of brow is suitable for you and just go with it. Try not to be so creative, especially on your wedding day. You know, you don't want to like explain to your friends and family, especially when they look at your photo and in the future and they was like, what were you thinking? I'm gonna use the same concealer to be my eye primer. Sorry, my imperfection is so real. Favorite. I'm gonna use my finger to put chamfer all over my eyes. It's gonna be my base color, and it's also to set my concealer underneath. You need to have a good base so your other shade able to blend nicely later on. So next I'm going to use Smart Tea Pen on a fluffier brush. I'm gonna like light-handed blend on my crease, the outer corner. Try to keep your wedding makeup natural, that people still able to look at you, look like you. I actually have two makeup looks for my wedding, a morning and a night, and my night makeup was much heavier. It's heavy. If you want to see what's the makeup like, comment down below, or maybe I'm gonna have like an Insta story. Vote again. So now they have a little bit of color. Now we are going to take another Define Crease brush. I'm gonna tap into Just Setter. And then gonna go into the crease. Try to concentrate this color at the crease because it's gonna give your eyes a little bit dimension. You know, like my eye is actually single eyelid, so try to make a single eyelid eyes look good. It's a tough job. And then I'm gonna like dust it off a little bit using the same brush because I have limited brush. I'm going to go in Activist a little bit darker. Tap just on the lid at the outer corner and slightly blend it out a little bit. Maybe you can also use like a smaller brush so you can be more precise. Then after that, another more packed or what, I don't know, petite crease. I'm gonna put a little bit of leather, same thing around the crease. I find that nowadays a lot of people prefer to do their own makeup for their wedding, but of course you need to really know what you're doing. If you have a makeup artist, make sure that she know your face structure what she's getting herself into, you know what I mean? Okay, now I'm going to put Funny Girl using my ring finger. Dab in and dab towards the center to the inner corner of the eyes. So we're gonna move on to the face. First thing we're gonna use is primer. I actually use two primer. One is Makeup Forever Step 1 Hydrating. Another one would be Benefit Professional, because I have a bit of problem with my pores. So I like to tap my products into the skin to make sure that all product absorb and sink into the pore. Sorry, my battery just died, so I need to change. We are going to mix foundation. Okay, you can use whatever foundation you want. For my case, my foundation, I was trying to find a foundation that actually worked for me. And the first thing, I always heard a lot of like good things about Dior Air Flash. So I went out to bought it. Unfortunately, I feel that the color is a little bit dark for me, so I go and buy the Makeup Forever Ultra HD because I used this one before and I really like it. And it's still so dark. But it doesn't have much coverage, so I went out and bought this. And then on my wedding, I used all three of them. Just because I don't want to waste my money and to make sure that I use everything that I bought. So I mix them all. Yay! Mix them up and then start to put them on your face. I like to work one section of my face to the other. So I'm gonna use my brush, blend all of them out. So let's say if I feel that my face need a little bit more coverage, I can always go back into the patch that I have done and then work it in. You can either spot conceal or just put another layer of the product on your face. So for all the more stubborn spot, just conceal it. A lot of people say that this brush will drag the skin and make it sag. Well, if you don't do it so harsh, so fast, I don't think that it would drag your skin so much. Blend the product down to your neck to make sure that everything looks seamlessly, because you don't want to have like a mask of makeup on your face, you know what I mean? So I personally like to use Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer and use a small brush, tap on the places that you want to conceal. During your wedding, you actually look your best. It's definitely be the time that you watch what you eat the most, what activity you do, and like you try to like sleep early, drink more water, exercise. So enjoy the day. I really miss my wedding though. After that, I'm going to use another concealer to cover my under eyes, just to make it brighter a little bit, to make your face have a little bit more dimension. And then I'm gonna use this brush, going in. Gonna use my setting powder, do a little bit of baking. Gonna look a little bit white, like ghost. But you don't have a choice, right? You need your makeup to last all day. If you have dry skin, try not to bake. Try not to bake, okay? I'm gonna do now is drawing eyeliner. Many people don't like to draw eyeliner, especially the Angmo, the European, American, for their wedding. But you know, for a model lid like us, eyeliner make a real big difference. Gonna use NARS line, the waterline. Put mascara, curl lashes, but I still don't have lashes. So what we're gonna use today is actually a pair of lashes. These actually mink lashes. Very soft, very natural. Especially on your wedding day, you should invest in one good lashes, because people gonna like come up to you, take photo with you, and you don't want to have like, you know, the cheaper kind of lashes, they have like this shine of plastic and you can really see it and it doesn't look real. So my recommendation is to get a pair of mink lashes. And the thing is, this kind of mink lashes, right, even though they're more expensive, you can actually use it more frequently compared to the other lashes where you use a few times, like 1-2 times, and then you have to throw it away. Click and then press. Boom. My eyes instantly dapat eye so much bigger, right? Don't you think? Don't you think? Do the other eyes and then I'm gonna come back. Bam! Woo! I don't know, but lashes, I love lashes. Okay, I think it's time to remove this bag. I'm gonna use a brush. I love this brush. Okay, now we're going to move on to the lower eyes. I'm going to use the same color as previously, which is Leather. Just smoke it out a little bit on the lower lashes. And using my pinky, tap a little bit on my teeth. Next, we're gonna move on to the rest of the face. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Oh, this big brush is so dirty, my god. Okay, I'm gonna tap into the middle shade. I'm gonna warm up my face. Give you a little bit dimension. Cut the face a little bit. Like, who need plastic surgery when there's makeup? Foundation. I don't know if you can see. You want to contour just right below your cheekbone. Don't pull it down too much because it will drag the face down. Just right under your cheekbone. Okay. And then your jawline a little bit. And then a little bit on your forehead. If you have a small forehead, I don't think you need this contouring the forehead things, but you can see my forehead. Hey guys, so I just watched the footage and realized that I did not film the cheek, the highlighting, and also the lips part. So basically what I did was putting blush here on the cheekbones. The blush I use is Tarte, and also I have a little bit of highlight on my this C area, and also the bridge of the nose a little bit, the cupid bows, and also on the chin. And for highlighting, I use the balm. For the lips, I use the Urban Decay 24/7 lips liner, and also I use Tom Ford in number 13 blush nude. On top of that is the YSL number 1. Okay, then after that, I just have a setting spray all over my face. And yeah, this is the finished look. Also, I want to give you guys a little bit tips on weddings. I know for ladies, the wedding is like one of the biggest thing that happen to your life. You always want to look pretty on that day, and a few tips to actually look pretty is to make sure that you are not under a lot of stress. I understand that because you want the day to be so perfect that you want to do everything by yourself, but you know, human ability is just up to certain standards and you cannot do everything by yourself and expect it to be perfect. What if on that day you think that everything was perfect and something happened, it doesn't happen as what you expected, and then you're gonna blame yourself for screwing your own wedding. So my suggestion is get your family involved, get your friends, your loved ones, the people who willing to help. I believe that they would be more than happy to give you a hand in like booking things and give you opinions on certain things. Keep yourself active, like you need to go out, exercise, sweat it out, you know, detox your body, and watch your diet. Make sure that you eat a lot of good food, vegetable, fruits, fruits that able to help your digestive system, able to help your skin, food supplements that have collagen in it to make sure that your skin look the best. To have a really good skincare routine, you need to have maybe if you have to go for facial, go ahead. If you have the money, go ahead. Try to do exfoliating of the skin often. Do mask every now and then, and make sure that you keep your skin hydrated and moisturized at all time. Also, for those who are doing makeup, if you have a makeup artist, make sure that the makeup artist know your face structure. Make sure that she understand your face so she will able to enhance the beauty of your face. You should have a trial makeup before signing with the person, because I understand that makeup artists might do a lot of other people makeup and they confirm know your face structure, gonna be able to look great in what kind of makeup. But just in case, what if on that day the person just screwed your face, and you, of course, nobody want to have a bad makeup day, especially on the wedding. So the best is to try on the skill and then decide whether to have her or him to make up for you on your wedding day. Then if you are doing a makeup for yourself, make sure that you do a lot of practice, because practice would make perfect. And I think that for such a day that's so important, you don't want to have a makeup that is like a beginner kind of makeup. So congratulations for those who are having a wedding in a short term, and the rest of you, good luck, and I'll see you next time. Hope you like this video. Bye.